Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, and we're back on with the Volvo Amazon, which, as you know, is my dream car, or one of them. Got the minivan and we've got the Amazon. We've got both of them. So we're working on this one again, purely because, like I say, I want to get it inside the workshop, want to get the welding done, and then we can get on with prep and paint.
So before we get outside and get dirty and get the car jacked up, I just want to say we're working with some new tech. So I've got a DJI mic now, which I'm really hoping is going to help with the content, help get the audio over to you a little bit more, and hopefully deal with a bit of this wind noise outside. So we will see how we get on with that. But I wanted to take a quick second to thank a very lovely lady who got me this to help with the channel and to basically help push it in the right direction. So thank you very much. You know exactly who you are in the comments. So yeah, I really appreciate that. Let's get on with it. Just want to sit in it again. Can't wait to drive it. We've got to fix it first. So let's jibber jabber. Let's get on with it.
So yeah, with the wheel off, you can clearly see where the previous person's done his work, and we've kind of tidied everything up a little bit. I'm not going mad with this. We're just going to seam seal it. This isn't a concourse car. We're not going that route with it. It is Volvo, and ECU has Volvo. So all this will get seam sealed, stone chipped, and then you see the really thick layer of stone chip. We'll just basically either take this off and start again, but underneath it is really nice. So we probably won't. We'll just blend it into it, and then go from there. But we obviously need to address this back part, but without having this new panel on the arch yet, I don't know how far to go with that, because I think there's a bit of the boot floor missing. But we're going to crack on with this today, so we can seal this arch up. We start repairing this little bit that's here, save all this, treat all this, and then cut this away. That's what I kind of want to achieve today. We're going to achieve that. Winner. Right, so bit of a clean up now. I'll carry on doing a bit more tidying up, but I want to get this patch mopped in now. I've also cut out a little bit of rock that was in the top of the arch there. Been a bit of a dent at some point. You can see all the filler I've taken out of it. But yeah, we might as well repair that as well because the rest of the arch is in good shape. So yeah, at least 2 bits to do today. And then, excuse the gunfire, I still instinct. And then we've got this. I just want to chop out the cedar bad and how far back it goes. Get in there. So I've made the first repair section up. We do need another one up here, and we actually a larger one up there, as you can see. If I want to get some bits in, start looking at making as it go along, because I'm going to manipulate all of this as we go. So let's get that one in. Just need to paint behind it, get some cavity paint up inside there, then we can get that tacked in, and then I'll make the lower part. I'll do the arc last. Don't keep looking. Look how bad it gets up there. That's why I want to cut the arch off. If I cut what I need off, I can see just how bad it is in there. I'd be able to repair it in before putting the new panel on it, so they're trying to go that way, if that makes any sense. So let's get that first piece in. I did try to set you up so you could see me weld, but the wind is just blowing through here and making it quite hard to weld. So I'm going to have to be like a human shield just to get this in. So I'm going to drag on with that. But the welding jacket's on, which means we're working. It's tacked in, so I'm going to buzz this in, and then I'll show you where we're at for the next bit. If only I had a workshop, I'd working. Right, let's get on with it. Stop talking. So, as you can see, all welded in. I've not really ground it back because, again, all this is going to get covered in seam sealer. But that's that repair in. Now I've got to do all that one. So I'm going to have a cup of tea and have a think how I'm going to tackle that, because I might as well tackle this before doing this little section here. So let's see how we get on. Before putting this little repair section in here, just try and get the dent out, because then I can just put my piece in on this factory swage line instead of trying to make the dent worse, so to speak. So I don't think it'll take much. It's already coming out, so it's working. We've got a straight edge on there. Still a very, very fine dent there. I want a little bit lower. I mean, it will need a little bit of filler, but just trying to start on that side. Just try and make my life a little bit easier when it comes to putting the panel in. There's a little wave in it. Little wave. Not kinked in and full of filler like it was, so it would, like I say, it will need a little gimp anyway. There's going to be so many parts of this car that will need that. But that's better. Kind of see, it looks worse in that picture, to be fair. It's really not that bad. It was properly pushed in, so kind of see. Just cut these a little bit more and go from there.
And we're back indoors again for the outro. So I've tried to film as much as I can, guys, but the wind noise, trying to weld in it is a mess. So I'll show you where we've got up to. Quite happy. We've got more work done, which is really good. I quite like the fact it's going to be inside for a little bit because we've got a side quest to go on back at the house. So please tune in for that. Something very, very different. Not really been seen on the channel. I don't really think they get done on YouTube. So we've got a few minor repairs to do on another. Technically, it's a British classic, I guess, But yeah, go and check it out. It's boxy, but small. So see if you can guess in the comments what it is. But yeah, so the Amazon estate's back inside because he's going to spend at least a month in here. Now we've got the space, we might as well store it nicer. So let's go and check out what I've done. So this big old beast is back inside now. So what I've done, I have cut out the wheel arch, what's left of it, because I was originally going to leave it outside, like I say, and it was catching the cover. I wanted to see how much was left, and as you can see, there is nothing. So there is a hole here, which you saw me cut out. So we'll probably repair this bit, because we've repaired the lower bit. Repair this. This is all really good. As you can see, this is all bare metalled. That dent's nearly out. Bit more work, but I'm really happy with how that actually looks. Obviously, in the lower part there, it's all done. So we've got to deal with this bit. So the panels that came with the car, I believe, are for a 2-door car. So they're not quite right. I'm wondering if the profile can be used. So I'm going to have a look, but I don't think they're right. So I'm going to have to buy the repair panels, which come from this swage line round to here. And then I need this lower valance anyway. And then we've got no boot floor in the corner. So we've got a lot of work to do still. I'm in two minds whether to buy an arch repair section just so I don't have to fabricate the return flange. I haven't got anything to fold steel like that, as much as I'd love to have a go. I feel like I'm on the clock a lot when I do these videos and when I work on my cars because of life being a bit busy. So I might just buy the repair panel. But I want to get the arch and the repair panel if I'm going to do that, to see how high up I can come with that repair. So we're going to have quite a lot of work to do. So what we're going to do now is, now it lives inside, so we can just push it in and out of the workshop to do stuff. But I wanted to keep it in here. Obviously, we've already got on with minivan bits everywhere, with what's going on in here. So if I show in here, like I said, there is still that lower valance part missing, and we've repaired this section. So I want to see how much of the arch. I might buy the arch, but I don't want to get too involved with cutting it all out, if you know what I mean. So I just want to repair what's needs, but if I can save time having a bit of a panel to work from. That is where my head's gone. Because we're painting this car now, love that, still the best thing about the car. So because we are actually painting the car now, I genuinely want to kind of make the panels good. So originally I was going to look for a white lower tailgate. I have found one, not cheap, just to keep the patina and stuff like that. You know, keep this sun damaged paint. You know I like it on the channel, but we have decided, I've already decided, and the majority just nailed that decision down for me, that this car needs to have some paint. Whether it looks good or not, it's going to get some white paint. So we do have another lower tailgate that came with the car, so we are going to use that. And then, like I say, I've got the Mouser arches, which I might try and manipulate just to save a bit of money more than anything, but see if we can just make good what came with the car, because I like to use what I can and problem solve around stuff. So that's where we're at. The car's inside. Bit of a short video, not as much wanted, but I spent a lot of time cleaning the area outside the workshop and getting side quests, and you know what it's like. So yeah, that's where we're at. So we're parking that video here, guys. Bit short, but we got on with that arch repair. We finished the bit we wanted to, and we've exposed the bit I needed to know what panels I ordered. So we did get done what we needed to, really, didn't we? Let's have that. Remember to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and give this video a thumbs up. You seem to really like this Amazon estate, and I'm really glad you do, because obviously I love it, I adore it. So like I say, we are going to park it in here. I'm going to get some panels ordered. They're not staying. We're going to get some panels ordered and go from there. So I've got the side quest back at the house that we'll crack on with. We'll do that, get that out of the way, back here, try and get this welded up, and then we can hopefully, over the winter, if we can, weld outside when we need to, when the weather's okay. And then hopefully we get the welding out of the way. We're then going to get on with the prep. So yeah, there's a bit of a game plan. Unfortunately, I am going to be using quite a lot of parts and panels and pieces off the other Amazon. I'm still in two minds whether to keep that car because I've got this one, but I do want to keep both if I can. I feel like it should get restored at some point, and I'm about to nick some good bits off it. But that's my car, so jump in the comments and have a go if you want. They're my cars. But this is the one I've always wanted, so I am going to make one out of the two. But I won't destroy the originality of that car. You know, that car is different in a lot of ways, being a 64. This is a 66, and it's a saloon, so I can't take everything. But there's a few bits and pieces, like the bonnet, I'm going to take and stuff like that. So, thanks very much for watching. I'm going to shut up, subscribe, make sure you've done that. Become a channel member, become a Patreon, loads of ways to help. I'm about to drop some merch, i.e. some key rings and stuff, so check out our social media and keep an eye on here, because I'm going to put a few pictures up and a link to the eBay shop so you can go and buy them. Really appreciate that. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope the mic's helped a little bit, and I'll catch you next one, guys. Stay tuned for the side quest. We love the side quest.